Sana Thero is back, so hunt Mdala down. When I say Thero is back. Yup, the old Thero. The old Thero is back with popular demand, if I may say, with popular demand. Now this time around, Thero is back to pay some revenge because Talita is such a manipulative mom. Like, she is so manipulative. She manipulates all her children, and unfortunately, the one who always falls for it the most, it is Thero and Torre. So this time around, I guess it is Thero's turn to be taken advantage of by Talita. Talita has asked Thero to get rid of Victor so that there won't be a case anymore. And honestly, Thero cannot take the thought that indeed Tampelo arrested, or got their mom arrested. And in his own way, in his own mind, he just finds that evil and devilish. So what Thero starts doing is to hunt down Victor. But also Thero is getting cold feet, feeling like, no, perhaps he can't do it by himself. He needs someone's help. And I think that's where he went wrong. Because Mthunzi is a family man now. Mthunzi is such a focused family man. He has changed his life. He focused on his family and nothing more. So when he contacted Mthunzi contacted the police. But also, I don't know how pure Mthunzi's act was on contacting the police, because it seems like he really wanted the reward for himself. And unfortunately, Thero figured it out, and Thero is just like, babe, you are messing with the wrong one. I am not the one. I'm not the one to be messed with. I am forever, will never be the one to be messed with. Okay? And I'm just like, tapelo. Yeah, anyway, we have also Kiriboni. Sana Kiriboni, why would you do this to Gasa? Why would you do this to Gasa? I feel like Gasa is one of the most genuine, loving, and caring men anyone can ever ask for. And Kiriboni really wanting to betray and cheat on Gasa. It just says a lot about Kiriboni's character now, does it? It says a lot about Kiriboni's character, okay? Because I'm just like, Kiriboni, I cannot believe you, baby girl. It is going down between Blast and Mudala tonight. Listen, Blast went as far as digging a whole grave for Mudala. Now, it does seem like a gunshot battle will be out. Now, one thing that we do not know for sure is who will win. Honestly, I feel like I'm Team Blast. I feel like I am Team Blast. Mudala has been winning for far too long on scandal, and his sins has been going far unpunished for far way too long. So definitely I am Team Blessed. I'm like, Blessed, get rid of Mudala. But I don't know, because most people here on the socials are like, no, they are Team Mudala. They want to see Mudala win. Guys, I really do not want to see Mudala win. Like, I really don't want to see Mudala win. I want to see Blessed win, okay? I'm Team Blessed all the way. Blessed, you got this. Sana, the plans of Roger did not go well as soon as Mudala was on to her. Now, she went and met up with Linda just because Linda was heavily demanding the money for the info that she provided. And she wore women's clothes because she wanted to be in disguise so that Mudala won't really know who is he. Then, as soon as at the pickup, unfortunately, Roger was being followed by Ulinda and Mdala, and things were just very much intense on their side. As much as Linda got the money, unfortunately, Mdala is on to her. Luckily, Ulinda came with an extra eye, which is her sister, who is looking out for her, going as far as saying that Linda should just be calm and make sure that whatever she does, she is in public in front of people. So, yeah, we don't know if Mudala will actually be able to track down Ulinda, or someone at Mbeni will notice Ulinda, because remember, Linda used to wear women clothes. Now, I want to talk about Uma Thubela. Sana, tell me what issue, what serious deep issue Mathubela has with Vusi Nkosi. I feel like Vusi Nkosi is not pure and sincere the way he claims to be, because why Mathubela is against him, why Mathubela is against him this much. Like, it's so unlike Mathubela. Mathubela is such an unproblematic grandmommy, but this time around she have all the problem with Vusi Nkosi, and she's just like, Vusi Nkosi, if there is one thing that I don't want you, I do not want you near Kidiboni, and I do not want you near my grandson or Poko. Unfortunately for Mathubela, she is late because Ukidiboni is heavily falling deep down for Vusi Nkosi, even willing to leave Ugasa and go and pursue a relationship with Vusi Nkosi. I do feel like something is off with this guy. And I don't know. In this case and in this instance, I am going with Mathubela's instincts, okay? If Mathubela's instincts are like, there is something seriously wrong with Vusi Nkosi, I'm going with it. Sana Dintle is still crying over her failed marriage with Nhloso, and I'm just like, Dintle, my babe, when are you gonna let it go? When are you gonna let it go? Still, even now, Botsotso is struggling to find a job after obviously he was found in a big scandal where it could have costed his life. Unfortunately, it has costed him his job. Mathubela tries to make sure that Kidiboni never tells Bongo who is his real father. Unfortunately, the whole conversation was had by Utoriso. Toriso, being the good wife that she is, I am pretty sure that she's gonna go straight to Manchi and tell Manchi exactly what is happening. On the other side, we have Linda. Linda is back in town, and we have Sanka's sister, who is still seeking justice for Saka's murderer. Wow, it's a lot. It's a lot to chew in. It is a lot to bite on, honestly. Agagowi udintle uyafo ofa. Sana. Welcome to Scandals Review. So Udintle has been going to therapist, trying to find closure, really, And I don't really think this therapists are working for her, because she's out here boiling her eyes out, crying about the fact that she highly thinks that Nhloso never even loved her in the first place, because she got to ask Nhloso, do you still love me? But Nhloso said, absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, twang, sana uyachata uthidi. Finally, can we put the storyline to rest? But Sana, it is said that Utsidi will collapse on her wedding day. Actually, at the altar, she will collapse when she has to say I do. Baby girl will not be able to say I do. She will just collapse right there and then, which is quite sad if you ask me, which is very, very sad if you ask me. But yeah, that's the rumor right now, is that Tidi will not be able to say I do. She will just collapse right there and then. Oh, Sanalwami, I can't with Matidiso. I can't with Matidiso. Not when she was looking forward to this day. She even planned it, basically. So I don't know, what could this mean? Could she just have like a real sickness? Like, what could this whole thing mean? Or maybe is she gonna be like overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Or is she gonna feel like, no, I cannot get married based on lies? Like, I do not know what she will feel, but she will feel something, and she will go through something, and yeah, as a result, she will collapse on her wedding day. Poor Tidi, right? This because baby girl is just going through it. Baby girl is just going through it, and honestly, I cannot even blame her. Like, she is going through it at this point, and I don't know why she's still holding on. Like, I really do not know why she's still holding on so hard. If she was me, she should have just allowed Ntloso's mom to take Ntloso, because that's what Ntloso's mom wants at the end of the day. She could have just been like, okay, Ntloso's mom, you want to take your son, take your son. Honestly, there is no use to hold on to him this hard and this long. Meanwhile, we have another hot storyline. We have another hot broming storyline on Scandal, and yes, it is this a trial. So yes, the trial Ntuthuko Botsotso and Ntuthuko Botsotso and Manshi. Oh, Manshi Bantu. I really feel sorry for him. So, you know, after everything happened, after everything went south with their party, if it's safe to put it that way, when they woke up and they found a lifeless body, a girl, and they were like out of panic, you know, it was just out of panic, and really they didn't know what to do, and they figured that, you know what, perhaps the best thing to do is to just dispose the body. So they disposed of the body quickly. Right now they are left panicking, and as much as Manshi removed himself from the scene and he went back home to be with his wife, but somehow he got linked, you know, because his friends vouched that he was in the room. He was one of the people who booked the room, and he had to come and pay the room, right? When he's paying the room at the level ups are asking, you know, the workers, would he, hi Bosana, like, why were you denying that you're the one who actually made the reservations, or you're the one who booked the room, you were staying in this room? And he goes like, no, I know that I denied, but I was not really denying, you know, I thought that you guys were calling me because something is broken. They were like, no, you just wanted to stay for free, you didn't want to take responsibility. Manshi really wants nothing to do with this, you know. He doesn't even want to hang around with Ntuthuko and Botsotso. Understandably so. But they all panic by the fact that the body has not been found yet. You know, they are in so much panic. The other thing is that there is a girl who goes by the name of Haulelo, who was also in the party. And I think as soon as she finds out that the girl's body is missing, she will put two and two together, and she will know that, no, I know this girl from the party. You know, I know this girl from the party. How is she missing? So I think their plan and their cover will most likely be blown out by Uhaukelo. She's the one who's gonna snitch on them. She's the one who's gonna be like, no, this girl, we went to the party with her, and how is she not back home yet? Another thing is that where is Orchid? Like, Orchid was the one who provided these boys with pills, and now he is nowhere to be found. Now he is absolutely nowhere to be found. And I'm like, why these three are always talking, like all three of them, as if Orchid was not in it as well. And Orchid is the one who actually came with the pills, you know what I mean? So, yeah, guys, I mean, yeah, Scandal is keeping us in the tip of our toes. I do hate the Talita storyline, so boring. Do not even start me with TD. Like, can we just have this wedding and get it over and done with? Because I can't with TD. At this point, I can't with her storyline. It's overwhelming, honestly. Stand by Ntloso even after finding out that Ntloso kidnapped Mahlomo, but I think this is her last straw, okay? Mahlomo also will decide to protect Ntloso, so Ntloso ain't going to see prison cells ever again. But we are starting a new storyline in Ntuthuko, my dear. Ntuthuko have a hugest crush, the biggest crush ever, and it seems like this crush that Ntuthuko have is gonna be the end of him. This is gonna be the hill that he's going to die on, because Susana, I don't know what's gonna happen on the party, but listen, Scandal is bringing new hot storylines each and every time about such a huge transaction. For me, it makes me to clap for Mahlomo. Meanwhile, Mahlomo is moving and living her best life with her boyfriend Umthunzi. Sana Ntloso uyagowisha uyafokofa. Yay. Like, Ntloso is going through it right now. with his wedding issues with uDinhle. Hey, akagowisho unhloso uyafokofa, akagowisho unhloso ufufela komoyengi. Love it for Elsa, who he realizes that he has made a mistake, or he made a mistake in marrying uDinhle. Dinhle could never be the woman that she is, okay? So guys, whilst Unhloso is apologizing to Umahlomo, what exactly is he trying to say? Like, what exactly is he trying to say? Is he saying that he's willing to be a stepfather to Mthunzi's son? Like, Unhloso, my babe, Unhloso, what are you saying? Okay, you are saying it's okay, you can go and raise Mthunzi's child and be a stepdad. Oh, sana akagowisho unhloso uyafokofa, akagowisho unhloso ufufela komoyeng. Love is for Umahlomo. I love it for Umahlomo. So Unhloso will also go and attack Mthunzi, you know, because he's gonna realize that Mthunzi now is getting really close to his children, and he's also gonna go and try to apologize to Lihle, that Lihle find out the way that she found out about them moving to a new house and everything, and also just he's gonna just assault Mthunzi. So I don't know if Mthunzi will just open the case for Unhloso. I think at this point Mthunzi will open the case for Unhloso. Sana, I love it for Umahlomo. A win is a win. A win is a win. Move on with your life for Umahlomo, even though Mthunzi is not the best candidate. But if Mthunzi is the best candidate for Umahlomo, so be it. So be it. Is you know to be a who of a husband. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Because tell me why this man is busy working with a woman till late hours, never prioritizing his wife, and when Thoriso is angry, he does not understand. He's like, are you jealous of my success? Like, say, what do you even mean? What success? What success? If there's someone who stays behind you and who encourage you and who wants to see you win, definitely that person has to be Thoriso. Like, hands down, Thoriso wants to see Poyet win. But definitely, if Poyet does not want to see himself winning, there is nothing that can be done at this point. There is absolutely nothing that can be done. It all depends on Poyet. Poyet, babe, do you want to see yourself win? Yes or no? Because there's absolutely nothing that can be done, okay? I must say, when it comes to Dinhle and Hloso, that marriage to me is dead. It's boring and dead. But however, when it comes to Thoriso and Poyet, I'm hurt, and I'm hopeful that Poyet Manchi will come to his senses very soon and realize that he's making a huge mistake. One of the biggest mistake of his life by letting Thoriso go. You don't let a woman like Thoriso go. You just don't. Okay, you just don't. And realizes that Buyi definitely have ill intentions towards him and the relationship that he have with Thoriso, you know, just definitely does not wish him well at all. What surprises me here ukuthi mother in love kaMahlomo uyeza lana uzobuza uMahlomo ukuthi kahle kahle kuhamba kanjani phakathi kwakhe benendodana yakhe phela uNhloso. uMahlomo uyasho ke lana ukuthi hayi no kuyahamba khona akufani. Useyabuza ngilana ukuthi kodwa yona inkonzo yasekamereni isabanjwa nje. Hayi-ke uMahlomo uyasho ukuthi no inkonzo yasekamereni okwamanje kusathiwe nje pause, you know. Mother in love uyachaza ngelokho ukuthi no akuyona nje into enhle ukupauza phela noma ukumisa inkonzo yasekamereni, ngoba inkonzo yasekamereni iyona esikhathini esiningi evamise ukusondeza abantu noma ukwenza abantu bezizwe phela besondelene. Mangabe ke isifakiwe futhi ku pause akube kusaba yinto enhle. Ayike uMahlomo ngelana uyasho ukuthi no yena nje akanayo inkinga nencane le inkinga nokuthi phela inkonzo yasekamereni ifakwe ku pause. Uyasho ngilana uMahlomo ukuthi noma isingamiswa unomphele ayike bandla uMother in love wabe nje use lahlekelwe, you know, she lost her mind and she then said lalela la wentombazane. Mahlomo uwena umamkhulu wala ekhaya, futhi ngoba umamkhulu wala ekhaya nje usuzoba nomnakwenu, awufuni-ke phela ukuthi uNhloso ehambe eyohlala kamnakwenu engabe nje esabuya la ekhaya. Hhayi-ke uMadlomo yasho ukuthi kanti khululeka iwe ma, anginayo nje mina inkinga ngisho nencane, noma ngathiwa uNhloso uyahamba uyohlala kamnakwethu akasabuyi nje kuzobe vele kusayifanele. And uyasho-ke lana uMadlomo ukuthi kusiza ngani ukugxila enkonzweni yasekamereni, ngoba nangale